What's up guys, David here, and a few months back we did a speed test with the HTC U11, and pretty much like the rest of that phone, the results weren't all that impressive. But luckily, thankfully, the U11 wasn't HTC's true flagship smartphone. I mean, they were acting like it was so as to not hurt sales, as if somehow the price and spec sheet weren't gonna do that already. But today, we have HTC's real flagship in the U11. We have the standard 40GB model here today, going up against the standard Galaxy S8 Plus, which given how close these two are in terms of specs, it'll really show us the optimization that each of these manufacturers has put into their smartphones. But before we get into it, I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. Whether you need a domain, a website, or an online store, make your next move with Squarespace. They've got a bunch of beautifully designed templates that look great whether you're on a desktop or on a smartphone. They have award-winning 24/7 customer service, and even if you've never built a website before, making one with Squarespace is easy. Everything is drag and drop, allowing us to build phonebuff.com in just a few hours. So if you're looking to do anything, whether it's for your business, your portfolio, your resume, whatever it is, Squarespace can help you make your next move. You can start your free trial today at squarespace.com/phonebuff and enter offer code phonebuff to get 10% off of your first purchase. I'll have all the links you need down below in the description, so check it out. But with that said, let's get to the speed test. Alright, you know the drill. We'll kick things off by starting with stopwatches on each phone and then jump right into the first row of system apps. Both phones load the cameras at about the same rate, but the S8 does get the lead over the U11 in the Photos app. However, the U11 doesn't look complacent, with it cutting down on that lead, loading both settings and Facebook at a faster rate, putting it just a half step behind the S8 as both phones work on Photoshop Mix. So the S8 finishes Photoshop at a faster rate, with both phones now moving on to Lapsit. Now, in theory, the U11 should be able to make a comeback here with its higher 2.45 GHz clock speed. And yeah, the U11 just blows through Lapsit, easily passing the S8 and its 2.35 GHz clock speed, with the U11 looking to build on its lead here in Subway Surfers. And yeah, once again, it loads the app up at a faster rate, finally creating just a little bit of separation between the two. But the S8 still has plenty of time to make a comeback, with 6 more apps left here in the first lap, not to mention that we have the entire second lap left to go. But so far, things aren't looking so hot for Samsung's flagship, with it falling even further behind as the U11 loads both flip diving and fit the fat at a faster rate. So as we head into Bullet Force, we'll see if the S8 can at least load one of the 4 games faster than the U11, which would definitely help it cut down on its lead and give the S8 a real shot at making a comeback. But no, the opposite happens, with the U11 not only loading the game faster, but doing so decisively, with it increasing its lead to the largest one we've seen yet in the speed test, with the U11 pulling a full lap ahead as both phones start working on the last row. So at this point, the S8's only real hope lies in the second lap, which isn't the most promising given Samsung's track record, but the U11 hasn't proven itself yet as it finishes the first lap with a time of 1 minute and 37 seconds, with the S8 coming in 6 seconds later with a time of 1 minute and 43. So far, so good for the U11, with it keeping all the apps, including Bullet Force and Fit the Fat, open, but it fails to keep flip diving ready to go. But lucky for it, the Galaxy S8 stumbles on Bullet Force, so despite failing to keep all the apps open, the U11 is able to pull significantly ahead of the S8 here in the second lap. Now, something I wanted to point out to you guys is that you should only compare the results in a speed test to the phones that were put through this same exact speed test. Sometimes we use different apps in different speed tests due to things like an app not working properly on a new phone, or we change things up to make the track more intensive, like when we're testing phones with 6 or 8 GB of RAM. The point here is, it's not about the lap time or the total number of apps a phone can keep open, it's about how much faster that lap time is and how many more apps a phone can keep open relative to the phone that it's being directly compared to, which in this case, the HTC U11 just outclassed the Galaxy S8, finishing the entire test with a time of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, with us having to fast forward the Galaxy S8 to the finish line, where it completed the test 34 seconds later with a time of 3 minutes and 4 seconds, making the winner the HTC U11. Here's a look at the individual app load-up times from the first lap, where you can see just where the U11 beat out the Galaxy S8. But outside of that, that is it for me in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.